Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm hanging out at Universal Studios Hollywood to check up on everything in the park. So that includes City Walk, all the stuff happening inside the park, the coaster, and a few other things. So how about you and I dive right in. Starting off over here at the back end of City Walk next to Margaritaville, you can see that iFly, yeah, it's gone, and crews have been working to demo that entire area. And that's what it's looking like this week. It's pretty crazy. Didn't take them that long to take that down. And then over at Escapology, it looks like their marquee sign is up, so that's cool. And it looks like they're also prepping the building for some paint. I don't know if that white color is the final color. It might just be the base coat, and then they'll put on another coat from there. There you go. So some progress happening over here near Margaritaville. I wonder how well the escape room is gonna do over here in City Walk. I haven't done one in a long time. I love escape rooms. I just haven't had the time to, go do one. But maybe when these open up, we'll give them a try. I don't think I'm gonna be able to film it because then that would give away all the secrets. But I could do a review on it. Making my way down to the first level. Yeah, they've put up even more walls, so it's kind of hard to see on the other end here. And crews were working on the other end of that construction site. So yeah, I'm wondering what they're doing over there. Oh, hello, King Kong. Nice to see you. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was just about to tell them that. Yeah, King Kong wants me to let you know that there's a new tenant coming over here to the former Abercrombie & Fitch and Abercrombie Kids store, and it's the NBA store. So there you go. Let's go over here and talk about sports. Yeah, sports. There you go. Yeah, I'm not the biggest basketball fan. I don't really care about any of it. But hey, for those that do, you're gonna have a store available for you right there. And then over here at the former Sparky's location, Slice House is coming in, so we'll be able to grab some pizza here very soon. And for those wondering about Insomnia Cookies, yeah, they're still closed up, not ready to go just yet, but hopefully soon. And at the tail end of City Walk, yeah, Billabong has officially closed its doors. Yeah, the iconic surfboard might not have that many days left. And do y'all remember the fountain that used to be here? They had like a little water feature out front that simulated like some waves. Oh wow, look at all the dust in there. Yeah, they were having like this major sale before they closed. It's like everything was like 70 or 80% off. It was crazy. But Billabong has surfed its last wave here at City Walk. Made it through security, nice and easy. They were being really efficient today, which was awesome. Not too many people here in the entrance plaza. So I would assume that most people are already inside. It is 12:22. The park opened up at 10 a.m. this morning. So yeah, let's head inside to see what's going on. Billabong's a pretty big location too, so I wonder what's gonna go there. And I wonder if they're gonna blow out the walls at Popcornopolis and maybe make one big giant space. That would be kind of cool. Made it in the park. Oh, we got Beetlejuice up in the front there having some fun with people. On the way back out, we'll check out some of the merchandise because I know they have some few new merch items available. They still have all the Wicked stuff in here, by the way, if you haven't tried any of these items. Some of them are pretty good too. But the park is not busy right now, so that's why a lot of people are just not grubbing. Over here at Waterworld, the winter refurb has been completed and the show is back open, and the next show's at 1:45. Might be able to check that out. And they're also filming today for some marketing, so that's cool. Oh yeah, Fast and the Furious is looking good, but we're gonna come back to this section in just a moment. Let's head over to the Lookout first to see what's going on over there. For all my Halloween Horror Nights fans, what do you think they're gonna do to French Street this year? What kind of scare zone do you think is in store for us for the 2025 season? I hope it's a good one. Now over here at the Lookout, look at this. All the scaffolding has been taken down near the top half of the building, revealing all of that brickwork. And it looks like it's been aged. Now, I don't know if that's the final aging. They might do a few more things there, but it's looking really nice. I wonder if they're gonna add any more decorations to it. I wonder if they're gonna add some more scenic. And as you pan down here, you can see that they still haven't gotten to that bottom section just yet, which I'm thinking will be garage doors, just by the look of it from here. But yeah, really good progress. They were able to get that done extremely fast. That actually might be the final aging because you can see the difference there in color from that left side to the right side, which by the way, they haven't finished just yet because of all that new steel that's gone up for the staircase. Shout out to the crew members though. Man, they've been working fast. Looking over the edge here, look at this. A new track has shown up since my last visit. Last time I was here, they had just installed these pieces down here closest to the ground. But look, we now have some track coming off of that block section, and look at this turn right here. Let me zoom in. Hope you love those zoom sounds. But yeah, look at that. Look at the profile. That's a pretty sharp turn. So that's going to be like a wave turn as we kind of descend back down into this little area over here. That's going to feel so wild when we're spinning, because remember, this is a controlled spin attraction, similar to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And I wonder what direction we're going to be facing here. I wonder if we're going to be facing up or straight down, because that is a pretty gnarly bank. And like I pointed out in my previous video, crews were digging a trench for what looked to be some utility, and this week it's looking like they have put all that in the ground. So some pretty good progress right there too. Overall, not too much track has shown up just in this section. They haven't even gotten down to that area over there where the turnaround is going to be located. It's just a lot of concrete work. And they have started taking down the scaffolding, which is cool. See in that far corner where that big piece of machinery is, that section of scaffolding has come down. So it looks like that section of concrete is complete. And then over in the staging area, you can see a lot of pieces are still staged over there, including that support column. Now when it comes to the stall, they have about 2 or 3 pieces to go, it looks like, from this angle to connect both sections of the circuit. And I think they have a piece of track down over here behind that cement truck. I'll get a better view. Oh yeah, it's right there. Let me zoom in. It's right there. You can see it hanging out. That will probably go up over the stall here in the next few hours. They might do a lot of this stuff overnight. They usually don't do too much during the day when guests are here. It's a little bit more dangerous too when you have a lot of crew members walking up and down that fire road. And if they need to access the fire road, if there's an emergency in the park, you obviously don't want to be hoisting up a giant section, of track. See right there, that's a perfect example as to why they don't do a lot of crazy heavy lifting during the day. We got a fire truck back into the firehouse, just came up from the bottom of the hill here. So yeah, that piece of track might go in overnight, which would be kind of cool. On my next visit to the park, the stall should be done. You can see the sound wall still hasn't been touched in a while. It's been a hot minute. And like I'm predicting, they might not get to the sound wall until the track is complete. They don't really have that much more to go. They just have this section really to be completed, and that'll be it. The circuit will be done. I still can't get over the profiling of this turn. This wave turn is going to be pretty gnarly. That might, I don't know, that might be pretty forceful. I don't know what the rest of this element is going to look like, but just already right there. Right below the block section, you can see they've poured some more concrete, so that looks to be curing. Still have no idea what's going to be on top of that concrete slab. Could be some more power. It could be some thematic elements. You never know. Or it could be a cotton candy stand. I'm really holding out for a cotton candy stand. I'll even take a churro stand, even though they already built one of those in Orlando. Ooh, it looks like we have a little sample of the facade there for weather testing. That might be what that's for. Usually see a lot of these around new projects in theme parks because, yeah, they want to see how these new scenic pieces hold up to the elements. When it's raining or if it's really windy and things are hitting the side of it, they want to see what it's going to look like over time. So it's kind of cool to see the back end of that. Overall, some really good progress this week on the coaster, including that show building again with the scaffolding coming down. I'm sure by the end of the day, all of that scaffolding will be down. And yeah, they'll work on the next part of it. Looking really, really cool. I can't believe this thing is going to be done in a matter of a few months when it comes to just the track layout. So yeah, the testing phase has to be very, very soon. I would think that sometime in the spring, we're going to start seeing some testing. At least the first pull-throughs are going to happen around probably mid to late spring. All right, that's pretty much all the excitement from this corner of the park. Let's continue the journey around, see what's going on. And yeah, let's talk about the Hillside project too. There's some work happening over there. And then maybe we'll stroll into the Wizarding World and a few other spots in the park. And over here near French Street, yeah, it's looking the same this week. Nothing too crazy to report on. Still have the steel going up for the staircase, and scaffolding came down for some of the brickwork, but that's about it. Oh dang, look at this. Work walls are up in the Wizarding World. Looks like they're finally building the 500-foot tall Wizarding World roller coaster. And you're probably wondering, well, Dylan, that's a really small footprint for that large of a coaster. Well, it's because it's magic. It's a wizarding coaster, so you know there's going to be a bunch of magic little things going on, and that's why they're able to hold it in this very tiny spot. Now, another thing to remember here in the Wizarding World is that starting on March 1st and going all the way up until May 31st, they're going to be doing butterbeer season, so all your favorite butterbeer treats are going to be available, including some new ones, and they're also doing some specialty merchandise that'll be available. So don't forget about that. March 1st all the way up until May 31st. Just remember, don't drink a bunch of butterbeer and then go on Forbidden Journey. You might get sick. Now, one more bit of Wizarding World news. Out in Orlando, they're coming out with some new wand experiences, those interactive experiences that are kind of scattered throughout the Wizarding World. Well, they're doing a bunch of new ones, and to go with those experiences, they're coming out with all new wands. And they have haptic feedback and they light up and everything. So I'm wondering if they're gonna bring those over here to Hollywood. I wonder if the Orlando parks are like the test subject, and if it goes really well, they'll bring them out over here to Hollywood. But what's also cool is very similarly to how the Super Nintendo World Play app is within our app here in Hollywood, they're gonna be doing the same thing over there in Orlando with the Wizarding World stuff. So you'll go into the Universal Orlando app, and then within that app is the Universal Orlando Play app, which has the Wizarding World wand interactive thing in it. And you'll be able to accumulate house points and all that kind of stuff. So I love how they're bringing the Super Nintendo World idea to other interactive experiences in the park. And again, I wonder if they're going to do the same thing here in Hollywood. Made it to the other side of the Fast and the Furious project, closest to the escalators. You can see that piece of track that is staged and ready to go for the stall here on the Fire Road. If you zoom out, you can see the crane is also staged and ready to go. So yeah, I think overnight they'll get that up and complete, and this side of the layout will be done. Heck yeah. And there's another shot for all my coaster nerds out there. Oh yeah, we love to see this stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be like 2 or 3 pieces to finish that gap. It's a pretty big gap. And how cool over the Fire Road, that's gonna be amazing. So there might be another piece staged somewhere else, backstage. And yeah, when the park closes at 6 p.m. tonight, they'll bring in some more equipment and they'll hoist that bad boy up. And then off in the distance there, coming off of the block section, closest to the parking structure, you can see how gnarly that beginning of the wave turn is gonna be. Where's the other support at? It looks like it's down over here. So yeah, very sharp turn into a dive into this valley right here, and then up and into an inversion before we do the turnaround. Back up to this area over here. And then it looks like off in the distance there, the drywall went up for that building that is below what is probably going to be the queue. So that's some nice progress. Now on the other side of the escalator, you can see that work continues on the Hillside project for the cotton candy stand. Ooh, look, and we have some crew members over here discussing what they're going to get for butterbeer season, either the frozen butterbeer or just the regular cold butterbeer. Mark Woodbury, who is in charge of Universal Creative, did mention in an article not too long ago that Universal Studios Hollywood is on the cusp of an expansion. So I wonder if that expansion has to do with this. I wonder if this is just the beginning stages of it, or if he was talking about something else, like the roller coaster. I don't know. But there's definitely a lot of room here in the backlot for them to consolidate the sound stages, put them elsewhere, and expand the theme park. So who knows? We could be seeing some major developments here very, very soon, or this could be looking the same for the next couple of years. Again, the amount of land just over here is pretty insane. I mean, there's a lot of room if they were just going to use this side of the hill and maybe this right here. You know, there's quite a bit. They could put like 2 or 3 lands in this area if they wanted to knock out Transformers and get rid of all this too. But as you can see, there's a lot of infrastructure for the studio that would have to be moved elsewhere. Officially made it back up to the upper lot, and you can see there are those new pieces of track that have been installed the past couple days to finish out the exit of the stall. So you'll exit out of the stall down into this little valley right here where there'll be a booster, and then up and over the escalator through that awesome element. Yeah, it's looking good on this side too. And one thing I'm also wondering, I wonder if they're going to do some scenic to the side of these sections with a bunch of concrete. I wonder if they'll continue that brick texture over here. And same thing over in this corner as well. I wonder if they'll dress those out to make them look a little bit nicer. Now some big news over here at the studio tour. The Fast and the Furious Supercharged finale will close forever on March 11th. So that means the last day to experience the finale, that Fast and the Furious Supercharged finale on the studio tour, is March 10th, which is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. I was never really fond of the Fast and the Furious finale on the studio tour. I never really enjoyed it. There's a lot of people that do enjoy it, and it had a good long run. It opened up in 2015 and it's survived 10 years, which is pretty crazy. But you know what? I'm glad they're getting rid of it because we have a way better edition coming to the park that represents the Fast and the Furious IP a lot better than that finale does on the studio tour. The roller coaster, right? The roller coaster is a high thrill attraction, which fits that IP way better than what they currently have. And then what they've also done in the past, they also had that Fast and the Furious like robot car thing on the studio tour. So the studio tour stuff has never been a really big hit for me personally. The coaster, on the other hand, yeah, makes way more sense. I'm really happy with how the roller coaster's turning out. I think the overall experience there is gonna be amazing. So I am really curious to see what they do with the new finale, which they did confirm they are gonna be working on something new to replace the Fast and the Furious finale on the studio tour. So have no idea what that's going to be, but I'm really stoked to find out here in the next, hopefully, year or so. Made it into the Animation Studios store to check up on some merchandise. But you know what? Personally, I think a really good finale to the studio tour would be like a collage of Universal's history, like all these incredible movies and TV shows that they've produced over like decades. And you can showcase that through some really cool technology, and you obviously can do some movement there. But I think that would be a really good finale to the studio tour because you just learned about Universal's history from start to finish there. So yeah, it would be kind of cool to just put a bow on top of all of that you just saw. Okay, so here on the Hello Kitty side of things, I believe we have some new merchandise available. Yeah, I think these are brand new. So we have some new Spirit jerseys available for you. Hello Kitty and Friends on the back. And I think this is 400 million. Let me just double check though. No, $75 for the Spirit jersey. And then they also have, ooh, look, we got a little popsicle here. I wouldn't eat this though, it probably wouldn't go down very easily, but you have some socks for $30. We got a Hello Kitty tumbler, that same Hello Kitty and Friends marketing on it. That is $27 for that. And then we also have some bows and all this fun stuff that I'm not gonna wear. And of course the bucket hat. Ooh, here we go. On the other side of the street, here's some of that Butterbeer merchandise that I was talking about earlier for Butterbeer season. It's already starting to show up. So you have this little purse available for $50. And then we have this little Butterbeer plaque thing up there. And I think these are new as well, yeah. And some Butterbeer socks for $25. Got the Butterbeer hat, and you could match with the Butterbeer plaid shirt. It's probably like 40 bucks. Oh no, $75. Holy moly. That's got a Wizarding World price to it. And then here in the front, same stuff. They do have this mug or whatever. What is this? Oh, the top comes off. Okay, cool. That is $30 for that. I'm surprised they don't have a Butterbeer candle. That would be really cool, right? A Butterbeer candle? Okay, I've made my way out of the theme park and I'm gonna be walking back to the parking structures because we have one more thing to check up on, and that is the surface lot, the Woody Woodpecker lot construction happening. Again, I'm going back to that Mark Woodbury article when you talked to the Wall Street Journal about the new things happening within the company, because they talked about the Horror Unleashed thing, they talked about the kids resort, and then yeah, they talked about an expansion here in Hollywood. So is he talking about the roller coaster, or is he talking about like other things? Because an expansion to Hollywood has been rumored for a long time, and honestly I think it needs it, because the one thing that we need more of here in Hollywood are rides. There's not too many rides at this park, and I think if they were to build like 4 or 5 new rides in addition to maybe a new stunt show or just a stage show in general, that would really bring it to the next level. So hopefully we hear something very, very soon. It seems like the park is working on something, but that something is still just a big mystery. So I don't know. There's a lot of exciting things happening with Universal. They have not pumped the brakes on anything. They are putting the pedal to the metal, and it's so nice to see. Oh man, it is hot out. It is getting really hot. I shouldn't have wore pants. That was an idiot move, Dylan. Total idiot. But anyways, here's your current look at the Woody Woodpecker lot. Lots of equipment moving around today. They're digging out a trench over here closest to the parking structure. And crews look to be leveling out this spot. So this might be where the first start or well, the beginnings of the structural steel might go for what is all going to be a new security hub, according to a lot of Los Angeles news articles, which it will then be connected to an alleged hotel. So there you go. Lots of exciting work happening this week at the Woody Woodpecker lot. I can't wait to see everything go vertical here in the next few months. Hopefully by the time Horror Nights rolls around, this site will look a lot different. Oh yeah, it is hot out today. I think next time, if it's warm like this, I'm gonna wear shorts because this is brutal. I'm ready for the beach. I'm ready for water park season. But overall, solid update. Pretty much covered everything in today's video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these updates from Universal Studios, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, all of them, you should consider subscribing because I have brand new videos every single week from some of your favorites and you won't want to miss out on that. Also, be sure to check me out on Instagram, X, and Blue Sky. Those links will be down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.